To give you a reference, his dates are 101, this is birth year, to 44 BC. He was somebody who was born into a well-known, highly respected patrician family that claimed that they were descended from Aeneas himself, and thus from Venus, Aeneas's mother, and thus from Jupiter, Venus's father. Whatever the case may be, we do know that the Julius family had a long line of consuls going back centuries. We also know that he was related, at least by marriage, to Marius because his aunt had married Marius. And so Julius kind of grew up amidst the populares, those kinds of politicians who were willing to use the people and the wills of the people to gain power for themselves. As for his upbringing, Suetonius, who would write about the emperors, including Julius, in the years to come, said that he was wondrously docile and apt to learn. Docile just means he was teachable. So he was an excellent student who excelled in Greek as well as in oratory and in writing. In fact, his commentaries on his own wars, on both the Gallic Wars when he conquered Gaul and upon the Civil Wars, are still considered some of the greatest of Roman history. Even Cicero, who was himself a masterful writer and speaker, probably even more so than Caesar, preferred to admire and praise what Caesar could write and loved his style. Well, as a young man, Caesar married Cornelia, who was actually the daughter of Cinna, one of those consuls of the populares, the guy who was killed by his own men, but previously had allied with Marius. Well, when Sulla came to power, he wanted revenge on everybody that had opposed him, and so he ordered the young Julius to divorce Cornelia, whom he loved. Julius could not do this, and so he fled. He fled after Sulla confiscated his property and listed him for death on those lists that went up in the forum. Julius fled to Asia Minor, and then he was coming back after hearing that Sulla had died, but it was on his return that he was captured by the pirates. This is before they were defeated by Pompey. The pirates, recognizing that they had a prisoner, or a captive that is, from a famous and wealthy family, demanded 20 talents of gold and silver to secure Julius's release. Julius, however, in a story that really shows us brilliantly his attitude on life, said that 20 talents was far too little for someone as important as himself. And he said that the pirates should ask for 50 talents of gold and silver. They were kind of shocked, but agreed to it, seeing that they were going to get paid 2.5 times what they had expected. While Julius, waiting for the ransom to come in, wrote poetry and smilingly told the pirates that he would have each of them crucified after he was released. That is what Suetonius tells us about Julius. The ransom came. Julius was released. He then took extra money that the ransom messenger had brought, and he hired a small fleet, armed with several men. He caught up to the pirates, captured them, slit all their throats, and had their bodies crucified on the shore for all other pirates to see. Suetonius, looking back on this event, said that this showed that Julius was merciful because he was willing to crucify them only after they were dead. I suppose by Roman standards that is actual mercy.